everyone, and welcome to the fifth and final session of the Minnesota FFA State Officers Community Service videos. In this segment, we're going to be focusing on using your service as a place to grow. Now, I'm going to start off with service isn't always easy. It can be really challenging, and it can challenge us physically, mentally, or anywhere in between. It can be really hard sometimes. However, we all know that sometimes challenges bring growth. So let's get into it. I want you to take a minute and think about a time where you did something even though you didn't really want to do it, and the outcome was something that you enjoyed. Now again, take a minute, think about this, and pause this video. Welcome back, guys. So I'm going to give you an instance where I did something that I really didn't want to do and the outcome was really worth it. So it was Earth Day, and I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself because we were in quarantine and I was missing the last months of my senior year of high school. I was pretty cranky and grumbly, but anyway, my sister knocked on the door and said, "Get up, Laney, we're going to go outside and we're going to clean up the ditches because it's Earth Day." And I probably told her to get out of my room, and I was probably pretty grumbly about it, but anyway, I put on my sweater and we headed out the door with me, my sister Lindsay and Sadie, my foreign exchange student Amaya, and my mom. We were cleaning up the ditches and talking at the same time. We got to reminisce a little bit about our childhood memories, and Amaya told us a lot more about her home country and what she wanted to do when she got home. So it was just a small situation, but the end was really worth it because 1, the ditches were clean all around our neighborhood and our community, and 2, I got to have an amazing time with my family. Now, I'm going to encourage you to pause this video and think back to the time where you thought of the instance where you did something you didn't want to do. Now, write down 5 ways that you grew through that situation, and it can be anywhere from determination, self-perseverance, or anywhere in between. So again, pause this video and write down 5 reasons why you grew in this situation or instance that you thought about earlier in this video.
Now I'm going to quickly go over 5 ways I grew by cleaning ditches with my family. And these 5 ways are really different, they're not really related to each other, but I grew in them nonetheless. So the first one is perseverance. I persevered throughout the day, and I persevered when I was cleaning ditches. It wasn't easy, it was hard work, we had to walk, we had to pick things up, we had to carry large garbage bags, but it was all worth it in the end, and I think back to that day a lot of times when I get discouraged or frustrated. The second one is thinking about something bigger than myself. That day I was in my own bubble, and I really wasn't thinking about more people than just myself. But it was Earth Day, and with that being said, after I got done cleaning the ditches, I thought more about my community and how this was going to help my community and my neighborhood. The third one is listening skills. While we were walking, we were talking a lot, and I really love to talk. But I had the chance to listen to other people that day, and it really helped me decide that I need to listen a lot better sometimes. The fourth one is grew a greater understanding of Spain. And some of you guys might be kind of confused about this one, but it is a way that I grew that day. I learned a lot more about Spain through Amaya because she is from there, and it was a super cool opportunity to just listen to her and learn a little bit more. The fifth one is overcoming obstacles. I got out of my bed that day, and although it seems like a small obstacle, that day it seemed like a big one to me. So that was another skill that I grew. And again, I think back to that day a lot of times when I'm getting frustrated, discouraged, and I feel like I can't do anything good that day. So those are 5 ways that I grew. And like I said before, they're really different, they're unique, they don't really relate to each other, but nonetheless, I did grow in those areas. And when we continue on doing service for other people or for ourselves or for communities in our school, we can add to this list and we can add unique things to the list, and they don't always have to look the same. So these are 5 ways that I grew, and your 5 ways might look way different than mine, and that's totally okay.
Now that we've thought about ways that we can grow by doing service, let's be reminded that we do service not for ourselves, but for others. But by developing these ways that we grow, we are better able to serve with a positive mindset, determination, self-perseverance, and so much more. We can go into situations of service with a good understanding of why we're doing it and the outcomes that will be rewarding for not only us, but so many others as well. Now that we've kind of covered on how we can use our service to grow as individuals, let's kind of dive into an activity to wrap up this session. So I'm going to need you guys to create a tree trunk with branches that can go up, down, to the left, or the right, or anywhere you want it to go. And then you're going to create leaves. And on these leaves, you can cut them out individually or anything like that. And on these leaves, you're going to write positive ways that you have grown through service. And I think this is a really good reminder to show us that service might not always be easy, but there's a lot of positive ways that we can grow as individuals, grow our communities as a whole through service. So that's my activity for you guys to do, and I encourage you to do that. And it can serve as a reminder of why we serve as FFA members and individuals in our communities and in our schools. Thank you for your time today, and I hope that you have a wonderful month of February.